Hey Capricorn, welcome into your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, let's see what's going on here for your third going into fourth week of July. What's the situation for Capricorn? What the hell is going on? You started something and then it's not. What's happening? It's like a failure to launch something here, Capricorn. Death in reverse. First of all, you're not letting go of something that fell apart. Number one. Number two, you're thinking about this fresh new start in love. Two things could be happening here, and I'm going to see in a minute when I clarify. Either this is a failure to launch this new start in love, but you're still holding on to it, or you're holding on to something that fell apart and there's a fresh new start in love coming in. But maybe you're just either playing both or you're ignoring the fresh new start in love. I'm saying this because I'm looking at the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. You're obviously not talking to somebody here, or you're not talking about the biggest issue between the both of you. I see you trying to remain single, even though there's like marriage and commitment lurking right around you. So, and of course, we have Mercury in retrograde until August 7th or 11th, right around there. And you know what that means. That means your ex is coming back. Your ex is texting you, talking to you. And this is either so you can figure your shit out and get closure, or maybe you can work it out and, you know, move forward together. What's coming towards Capricorn, please? Or a breakup with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be a fire sign per se. Maybe this is somebody that, you know, was charismatic. Maybe there was a lot of passion, chemistry. I don't know. And it fell apart and you guys broke up. Maybe there was a third party situation, because I do see the collaboration card at the bottom of the deck. But there's secrets here. And I think somebody here doesn't like fear of the unknown, fear of the future, or not knowing where your future is. Or C, someone's keeping secrets, because shit is going on behind the scenes you're not aware of, Capricorn. But this person, either they're not available to you, you broke up, or this person's a real asshole, whoever they are. So we'll see when we clarify what's going on over there. Cross watchers. Everyone gets a motivational speech. Everyone should understand also that cards are vice versa, that these are energies, so they could play out either way. But I'm going to read it as if Capricorn is the person that these things are happening to them, okay? I hope you understand this. So this is also Pisces energy here with the Moon card, Capricorn. So what is it that Capricorn does not see coming their way? Why did that go that way? The Star in reverse and the Hierophant. I'm now looking at three major arcana. So something big is going on in your world, Capricorn. And I know all these planets are going retrograde, and they're just like so annoying, because right now they're forcing you to look at shit you don't want to look at. But they're doing it to you on purpose, because they need to course correct you. They want to make sure you're either cleaning house, cleaning the slate clean, or you're going to go back to that thing that you had left lingering. So we've got Hierophant, Taurus energy. Hierophant talks about marriage, commitment. And when I say commitment, it's like going to college to get a degree. That's a fucking commitment. To create goals for a career, that's a commitment. Dating somebody, courting somebody to get engaged and married, that's a commitment. Joining a membership is a commitment. It's basically doing something in an orthodox type of way. This is also talking about education. Now, with the Star card in reverse, you're hopeless. Or you feel like the situation, you're not hopeless. You feel the situation is hopeless. You feel like this marriage or this commitment might be hopeless. But you're still working away. You're like, I'll still keep doing my thing. I still have my goals. I'm still going to keep churning it out, and we'll see what's going to happen. You're still basically chopping wood, is what you're doing. Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces energy, and the fire signs. What is the advice here for Capricorn, please? The Fool, Aries energy. And the Eight of Wands. The Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like whatever has happened between you and somebody else, if there was an ending or a betrayal, it's happened. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Take the daggers out of your back. Up and at 'em. 1, 2. I know I'm saying it like kind of rough, or like rough around the edges kind of stuff, but in your advice position, they're telling you, yes, it is a new dawn. It is a new day. It's time for you to take a leap of faith and a risk and go out there. Even if you have nothing lined up, even if you leave this relationship and, you know, there might not be another one that comes in. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands talks about taking action behind those steps. Something's going to happen anyway where you're going to be forced to take action. So your advice is maybe you should do it before they do. Take a risk and a leap of faith regarding something. You do have to strategize, though, on what this situation is asking you to do. All right? Because I got the Seven of Swords here. What is the outcome of the week, please? Yeah, I have the High Priestess again. Like, you're not talking to somebody, or you're not talking about the fundamental issue that's, you know, blocking the two of you. But I do see you eventually, or somebody eventually, coming forward saying, hey, let's talk on an emotional level. Let's start clarifying these bad boys and see what's going on with you guys. But you are using your intuition. I can see that. But then I see you like resisting talking to them or something like that. What's Death in reverse and the Ace of Cups? I think a lot of you are holding on to a certain situation. I think you're curious to see where something leads, right? I think you're wondering what's going to happen because the Page of Wands came out. The Emperor, which is also Aries energy. You see somebody larger than life. You see them as very, very important. That's funny because Page of Wands and these are both Aries cards. What's this? And the Five of Swords. You're thinking about cutting your losses. You're thinking about letting go of something and moving forward with another. I see you doing it anyway. I know you feel bad. I feel guilt, regret, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You're thinking about them, but here you are. Either you're breaking up with them or you're letting them go or they're doing this to you. Why is the King of Wands in reverse with the Moon card? Chariot, Cancer energy. And then the Devil, Capricorn energy at the bottom of the deck. Sad. Makes me feel sad when I see this. Because it's just telling me, along with the Moon, not knowing what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know and they don't know how you feel or how they feel. And you know what? You two might feel the same way about each other. You're just not talking. You're just not expressing it. Because you're both doing the Chariot. You're both just moving forward in life regardless of the positive and the negative. You're like, it doesn't matter. I have a focus. I have an agenda. Either this is going to come easier. It's not going to come at all. But easier said than done because the connection and the feelings are there. I can see the Devils back here. This is telling me somebody here is obsessed. 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 Or they're operating out of fear along with the Moon. Somebody here is operating out of fear. And that thing that you were afraid of is originally killing the relationship. Isn't it ironic? So, feeling hopeless in regards to some marriage or commitment. What is this? The Star. Nine of Pentacles. Being single. Staying single. Maybe some of you guys feel like you're going to be single for the rest of your life. It's not true. That's a choice too. But you will be financially independent. So here is your Nine of Pentacles. But this is also you moving onward and upward, Capricorn. This is also you saying like, okay, those were troubled waters. That was hard for me to navigate. And now I'm navigating myself out of that shithole or that shitty situation. I'm getting myself in my little raft. And it's not like you're going anywhere terrible. I feel like you're headed towards a situation where you're not going to be alone. So what is this over here in the advice position with the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Fool, and the Eight of Wands? You're going to have a new job offer, or you're going to have a solid start in a relationship. That's why the universe is saying, look, the ending and betrayal happened, but it's time for you to go take a risk towards new opportunities, which is this right here. Start taking action towards it. Or at the very least, if you're looking for a new job or you're looking for a solid new relationship, start putting yourself out there with the Eight of Wands. Definitely onward and upward. Tell me what the High Priestess is. Please clarify the High Priestess here for Capricorn. King of Wands in the upright and the Five of Wands in reverse, and then the Hermit card. You're both lying low. Especially, Six of Cups in reverse, and you're both not letting go of the past. That's the crazy part. So I don't know if you're both holding on to each other. You're not letting go of the past. The King of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they do not need to be a fire sign, but they are somebody with a lot of charisma, a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry, a lot of attraction. But the Hermit is telling me you're both lying low, trying to make a wise decision. You're being quiet. That is why the High Priestess is here. You're both like, what's to talk about? It is what it is. They can find me. They know exactly where to find me. You're both thinking the same thing. You're both doing the same thing. Here's the funny part. If you actually did go towards each other, you would realize your roadblocks, your obstacles, and your issues are not actually there anymore. They're gone. They've lifted. They've dissipated. Ooh. Tell me a little bit more. Where is this leading? You guys are going to be single because you don't want to be stuck forever. You're both just sitting there waiting for each other. That's how your week is ending with this individual. I think you're both saying to yourselves, like, they could text me, they could call me, and you're both thinking the same thing. But I see you, Capricorn, feeling like it's hopeless. But in your advice, it's saying for a new solid start, you need to take some kind of action. Maybe take a leap of faith and a risk. Put yourself out there. But I think you're already thinking about cutting your losses. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Heart-to-heart conversation. This relationship will benefit from a heart-to-heart conversation. You'll be surprised by the things that they're going to say to you. And what do they want to say to Capricorn? I know that I crossed the line with you. Bam. Last but not least, I want to read Wisdom House tonight for Capricorn. See what advice they have for you guys. Does this go with the flow card? Let me see. Letting go. It might be. Let's see what it's saying. Letting go. Because you do have the Fool card in your advice. So, if you love something, set it free. Don't hold on too tight, lest you chase it away. You have the freedom at this time to choose whatever you want. So let others do the same. You're going to be happy that you did. Miracles come when you let go and allow the magic to happen on its own accord. Interesting. All right, guys, this is what I have for you this week. I hope that helped, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me your comments down below. And I will see you guys either on the next one. I'm also now on TikTok as well. All right.